Call and Response, February 12th, 1985. She hates this place. She hates the tedium of her work as one of the anonymous interchangeable cogs in the secretarial pool. She hates the grinding sexism that segregates her from the men on the trading floor who make 20 times her salary, or more. She even hates the office building itself, with its modern exterior design resembling an outsized ice cube tray and interior decor that's just as cold. But the salary and the benefits at the downtown investment bank are far more than she can make elsewhere, so she stays. She arrives at the trading floor to meet with Mr. Sorensen. For most of her tenure, she's worked in the hen house 2 floors below, its bland monotony with the constant rhythmic clacking of typewriters and word processors is no match for the testosterone-filled pulse and thrum of the trading floor. Here, it's like seeing Technicolor for the first time. The traders' bright ties and patterned braces meld in a swirl of activity, contrasting with the stark green and black computer screens, red cans of Bazzini nuts teetering on desks, blue and white paper coffee cups strewn about, and colorful boxes of Dunkin' Donuts, leaving trails of sprinkles on every surface. All of this is highlighted in brilliant relief against the gray, wintry glare from the banks of windows spanning 3 sides of the cavernous space. The trading floor is quiet, like she'd expect on a Tuesday morning. She's 15 minutes early for her meeting and hangs back to observe until it's time. A moment later, the market climbs a few ticks, and the traders jump up from behind their quotrons, shouting as they speed dial their best clients. From where she stands, she hears Malcolm schmoozing someone on the phone, telling him to hit the bid. His clipped British accent conveys credibility and smarts to investors, although his colleagues are not so easily impressed. Down the aisle, she spies the outfield on his way to the men's room, New York Post tucked under his arm. Known for his striking, lush flat top, as well manicured as the greens at Shea Stadium, the outfield incites a daily frenzy of betting among the troops with his long morning dumps. Lomax says, "Put me down for 10-19. Junior traders place their bets, excited to be included. Old Krusty checks the open time slots and makes a wager for 10-28, undercutting Roper the Groper by a minute. The old man does this every single day. She notices the traders' collective eye roll when the outfield emerges at 10-27, and old Krusty sweeps the pool yet again. He collects his winnings in crumpled singles, squares them up with quick hands, and slides the stack into his Tiffany money clip. Her attention is drawn back to Malcolm, who's barking at Pencil to buy the dip. Pennington Renwick III, a.k.a. Pencil Dick, needs to make hay on the floundering yen to meet his monthly quota. The schoolboy nicknames alternately embarrass and delight her, even though she would never utter them out loud, certainly not to anyone's face. Across the way, Tombo calls out for a shine. Shuey grabs his wooden carryall, stained from decades of polishing, and shuffles toward the money bond desk, rolling his rag in one hand and muttering about wasting a spit shine on cheapskates. Tombo and the bond guys are notoriously bad tippers, but what can you do? Shuey mutters to himself. She squeezes past Shuey, giving him a brief nod as she approaches old Krusty, Mr. Sorensen, right on time for their 10:30 meeting. Other company secretaries might be racked with nerves to approach a managing director out on the trading floor. Not her. These men don't scare her. She's encountered worse. Sorensen greets her, raking his gaze over her with a full body scan. She ignores it, but hopes his poker face signals approval. He tells her he doesn't typically hire hens straight from the secretarial pool, but has heard good things about her. He throws out questions in rapid fire. "You bright? You fast? Know what equities are? Can you handle these boys? They're a bit rambunctious, but they mean well." She answers in sequence. Yes, she's bright enough for the job. She can type 90 words a minute if that's what he means by fast. Of course she knows what equities are. She's worked here for 6 years, and she never lets the men interfere with her work. She is satisfied that he seems satisfied with her answers. Good. So you're not here on the prowl. I don't need another husband hunter on our desk like the last Tits McGee. She didn't last a month. She makes no comment. Old Krusty continues. The pay is $365 a week, with a 2-week bonus at Christmas. More if we hit our numbers. You in? She says she's in. Right, I'll let personnel know. You'll start on Monday. Oh, one more thing. You want to succeed in this department, you'll need to up your game. We are triple long on short skirts, high heels, and an extra button undone. Go shopping." She's not visibly offended by this. She's learned the trick. Smile without showing your teeth and store the moment away for later where it can't touch you. She thanks him and extends her hand for a shake. Later, on the train ride home, she maps out her new plan. The New Jersey Transit car is packed, overheated, and smells of dirty, wet wool, but no matter. She's content, proud of herself for moving up. She flips to the list at the back of her red leatherette journal, the list she's been keeping of how she'd spend a raise if she ever got one. This promotion will bring relief to her monthly financial triage, and maybe someday make it possible for her to take a vacation to an island. Dreaming of warm sunshine as she jots down notes, she covers the page with her left hand so her seatmate can't see what she's writing. She's private that way. The commute goes by faster than usual tonight. The train pulls into the station before she's finished updating the list. She exits the car, minds the gap, and follows the crowd, clomping down a flight of slick iron steps, heading out to Walnut Street and into the ugly winter weather. Pelted by shards of freezing rain, she sorts through her mental spending calculations on the walk home. The multi-family yellow Victorian where she lives has settled out of plumb. On wet days, like today, the front door sticks and needs a hip check to open. The foyer is warm and the air is heavy with the smell of beef stew coming from the first-floor apartment. She checks her mail slot, then tiptoes up the narrow staircase to avoid any chit-chat with her neighbors. Her cat's paw darts in and out from the crack under the door while she fumbles with the locks. The cat greets her, threading in and out between her ankles, purring and spreading love where otherwise there is none. She busies herself with dinner preparations, telling the cat about her day, and the next one, and the next one. Then it's Friday, shopping day. After work, with crisp bills in her wallet from the automated teller machine, she goes to Bolton's down the street from her office, then on to Dress Barn. Wouldn't it be a dream to earn enough to shop at Macy's, she wonders. But for now, the discount stores will have to do. She hopes to find something to add sex appeal to her serviceable wardrobe of long skirt suits and bow blouses. She tries on outfit after outfit, sometimes admiring but often criticizing the mirrored versions of herself, ghostly under the blue fluorescent lights of the dressing room. A gnawing feeling in her stomach forces her to realize she's sunk with dread at the thought of standing out in a crowd, of drawing looks from the men at the office like some zoo animal on display. She could never be what she is not. She settles on something pretty enough, leaves the pile of rejects behind, and pays the clerk at the counter. The subway takes her up to Penn Station with minutes to spare for the commute home. The Friday night train is notoriously boisterous. Groups of people with beers wrapped in brown paper bags laugh and joke and toast the start of the weekend. Seeing them makes her want to celebrate her last day as a hen. With a portion of the money left over from shopping, she goes to the liquor store to buy some Lancer's rosé wine in the red clay bottle. Around the corner, she ducks into the mini-mart for a Sara Lee pound cake and, as a special treat, a muted bouquet of mums and daisies. At home, she cuts a slice of cake and settles in to watch Miami Vice. She raises her wine glass to the cat, the one male in her life who never talks over her. On Monday morning, she reports early to the equities desk in her worn but neat navy suit, beige polyester blouse, and the cheery new floral scarf knotted squarely around her neck. She hangs her coat on the hook and places 2 pens, 2 pencils, and 2 fresh steno pads along with her purse in the cubicle drawers. She turns on the word processor, ready to start the day. Through the window near her desk, she spies the coppery green form of the Statue of Liberty out in New York Harbor. She smiles to herself, imagining the great lady welcoming her as Mr. Sorensen walks past. "Good morning, Jean," he says, and heads straight into his office. "I have arrived," she thinks, and gets up to follow him, pad and pen in hand.